Now let us see graphs and properties of trigonometric functions of sine function, cosine function, tangent function, cosecant function, secant function and cotangent function. Sine function. Let us recall some important points of this function. The sine function is periodic as in the interval 0 to 2 pi the graph completes one cycle. As the sine function is periodic, in the period minus 2 pi to 0 it completes one period. Also from 2 pi to 4 pi, 4 pi to 6 pi and 6 pi to 8 pi, etc. it completes one period. So the period of sine function is 2 pi. As the graph of sine function is continuous, means it is not disconnected anywhere, the sine function is also called as the continuous function. Again, every trigonometric function is many-one function because for many values of x there is only one value of y. The whole graph of sine function lies between, that is bounded between two lines, y is equal to -1 and y is equal to +1. Therefore, the function is said to be bounded function. Its upper bound is +1 and its lower bound is -1. That's why the range of sine function is -1 to +1 close interval. If we observe the black portion of sine function, then in interval -π/2 to π/2 the sine function is only increasing. Whenever a function is only increasing or decreasing, then it is 1 1 and on 2. Therefore, if we observe the intervals -3π/2 to -π/2, the sine function is only decreasing. In interval -π/2 to +π/2 it is only increasing. In interval π/2 to 3π/2 it is only decreasing. And in interval 3π/2 to 5π/2 it is only increasing. So in these intervals the sine function is only increasing or decreasing. Therefore it is 1 1 and on 2 both in all these intervals. Here the interval -π/2 to π/2, interval π/2 to 3/2 and -3π/2 to -π/2, etc. In so many such intervals the function is 1 1 and on 2. Therefore inverse function of sine function, that is inverse sine function, exists in all these intervals. But the interval -π/2 to π/2 is known as the principal value branch. See the graph of sine function in the domain -π/2 to π/2 with the range minus close interval -1 to 1. Then in this domain and range the sine function is 1 1 and on 2 function. Let us move towards the second trigonometric function, that is y is equal to cos x. Now we are observing the graph of y is equal to cos x. If you learn the main important points or characteristics of cosine function, then it will become easy to understand the inverse cosine function. In the graph of cosine function, if you observe the graph, then the graph of cosine function started from x equal to 0 and up to x equal to 2 pi. The cosine graph of cosine function completes one cycle. Therefore the period of this cosine function is 2 pi. Again, the graph of cosine function is continuous. There is no any discontinuity in this graph anywhere. Therefore the function cosine function is said to be continuous function. Also as all the functions, trigonometric functions, are main even, this cosine function is also main even function, because for two or more than two values of x there is unique y for those x. Therefore the cosine function is main even function. Again, the cosine function is bounded, or the graph of cosine function is bounded between y equal to -1 and y equal to 1. Therefore the lower bound for this cosine function is y equal to -1 and the upper bound is y equal to +1. Hence the range of cosine function is closed interval -1 to 1. Again, if we see the brown line, brown part of cosine function, then it is only decreasing in this interval 0 to pi. Therefore it is 1 1 and on to both in this interval 0 to pi. Here the inverse function of cosine function exists in this interval 0 to pi, as this function is 1 1 and onto. In this way the inverse cosine function exists in the intervals 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi. Similarly, -2 pi to -2, -3 pi to -2 pi, -2 pi to pi, or -2 pi to 0. So in all these intervals the cosine function is either increasing or decreasing only. Therefore inverse function exists in all these intervals, but the interval 0 to pi is known as the principal value branch. We will learn about the third trigonometric function, that is tangent function. If you observe the graph of tangent function, then the tangent function is once again the periodic function, because after certain interval the graph of tangent function get repeated. Here in the open interval -pi/2 to pi/2, the cycle of tangent function get completed. Therefore the period of tangent function is pi. If you observe the graph of tangent function, then the tangent function is discontinuous function, because it is disconnected at the odd integral multiples of angle pi/2. At angle -3/2 there is no value of y. At -pi/2, at pi/2, at 3pi/2 there is no value of y for these x. Therefore the function is discontinuous. As like others, the tangent function is also mean even function, but from graph we can say that it is not bounded function, because the value of y is a real number, because the domain for the tangent function is a set of all real numbers except odd integral multiples of pi/2, but the range is a set of real numbers. So it is not a bounded function. If we once again observe the open interval -pi/2 to pi/2, in this open interval the tangent function is only increasing, as shown in the figure by dark black dots. So it is increasing in open interval -pi/2 to pi/2. Also it is increasing in the open interval pi/2 to 3pi/2. Similarly -3pi/2 to -pi/2. Therefore these are the intervals in which the tangent function is only increasing function, and as it is increasing function, it is 1 1 and onto in all these intervals. But the interval -pi/2 to pi/2, that is open interval -pi/2 to open pi/2, this interval is called as the principal branch for tangent function, and in this branch we can find the principal value for inverse tangent function also. Let us see the properties of cosec function from this graph. The domain of the function y is equal to f of x is nothing but the values of real number x which lies on x-axis associated with the graph, and codomain is nothing but the values of y along y-axis which are associated with that graph. In this function, the domain is set of all real values except the integral multiple of pi, while the codomain or range is the set of all real values except open interval -1 to 1, because the graph of cosecant function is above the line y equal to 1 and below the line y equal to -1. If we carefully observe the graph of cosecant function in the interval 0 to 2 pi, then the same graph or curve get repeated in the intervals 2 pi to 4 pi, 4 pi to 6 pi, etc. Also, in the intervals to the left of the y-axis, that is in interval -2 pi to 0, -4 pi to -2 pi, -6 pi to -4 pi, etc. Therefore, cosecant function is periodic and its period is 2 pi. Cosecant function is said to be discontinuous because the graph of cosecant function is not continuous in domain R. This graph is discontinuous at all integral multiples of angle pi. Now, the cosecant function is main-even function as the other trigonometric functions, because for any two values of x there is unique y. The next property, that the graph of cosecant function is not bounded. Therefore, the cosecant function is not bounded because, as shown by red arrows, the graph is above the line y equal to 1 and below the line y equal to -1. The next property, as shown by black colored line, the graph of cosecant function is decreasing in the interval close interval -pi/2 to pi/2 except 0. It is increasing in the interval close interval pi/2 to 3pi/2 except pi. It is decreasing in close interval 3pi/2 to 5pi/2 except 2 pi, and it is increasing in the close interval -3pi/2 to -pi/2 except -pi, and so on. Thus, the graph of cosecant function is either increasing or decreasing in these intervals. So, the function cosecant function is 1, 1 and on to in all these respective intervals. Now, as all the intervals are shown between yellow lines, the interval close interval -pi/2 to pi/2 except 0 is called as principal branch, and the angle theta in this branch is called as principal value of that cosecant function. Now see the graph of secant function, that is of the function y equal to sec x. Here we will see the nature of the graph of secant function and its properties. See this colored graph of secant function. In this graph, the numbers or values or points associated with this function are shown by orange colored line, except the points shown by black hollow circles which lie on x-axis. The numbers associated with the orange colored portion gives us the domain of this secant function. Therefore, it is the set of all real numbers except the odd integral multiples of angle pi by 2, which are nothing but pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, etc. as shown in figure by hollow black circles. Now, as the graph of second function is above the line y equal to 1 and below the line y equal to minus 1, therefore the values on y-axis or numbers on y-axis associated with this graph are all real numbers except the open interval minus 1 to 1. Therefore, the range of second function is r minus open interval minus 1 to 1. The second function is periodic as the portion of the graph of second function in the interval 0 to 2 pi get repeated in the intervals 2 pi to 4 pi, 4 pi to 6 pi, etc. also in the intervals to the left of y-axis, that is in intervals minus 2 pi to 0, minus 4 pi to minus 2 pi, minus 6 pi to minus 4 pi, etc. Therefore, the second function is periodic and its period is 2 pi. Like cosecant function, this second function is also discontinuous function because the graph of second function is not continuous in domain R as shown by black hollow circles. This graph is discontinuous at all odd integral multiples of angle pi by 2. It means there is no value of y when x equal to pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, etc. or minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 5 by 2, minus 7 pi by 2, etc. It is clear from the graph that the curves tends to positive infinity in upward direction and to the negative infinity in the downward direction. Therefore, this graph is not bounded anywhere. Therefore, the function is said to be unbounded function. As there are so many values of x for which there is unique y, therefore, like other functions, this second function is also many-one function. As shown by the black colored curve, the second function is strictly increasing function in the interval 0 to pi except pi by 2. In the graph, once again see, it is decreasing in the interval pi to 2 pi except 3 pi by 2. It is strictly only increasing in the interval 2 pi to 3 pi minus 5 pi by 2. Similarly, it is decreasing in the interval minus pi by 2 to 0 except negative pi by 2 and so on. Thus, second function is either only increasing or only decreasing function in particular intervals. Therefore, it is 1, 1 and on to in those intervals. Hence, we can write the inverse function of second function in all these intervals. All the intervals in which the second function is 1, 1 and on to are shown by dotted blue lines. Among all these intervals, the closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 except 0 is called as principal branch of second function, and the angle theta in this branch is called as the principal value of that inverse trigonometric function. Let us see the graph of cotangent function, that is y equal to cot x. In this graph, when theta equal to 0, cot 0 is not defined. Similarly, cot pi is not defined. Cot minus pi is not defined. Therefore, this graph is disconnected for the values such as theta or angle is equal to 0, pi, minus pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, 3 pi, minus 3 pi, etc. Therefore, we are observing the parts of graph of cotangent x between the interval 0 to pi, then pi to 2 pi, 3 pi to 2 pi to 3 pi, minus pi to 0, minus 2 pi to minus pi, etc. and so on. Here yellow line indicates some part of cotangent function, and it indicates that this graph tends to positive infinity, also towards negative infinity. Therefore, the values of y are all real numbers along y-axis. Therefore, the codomain for this cotangent function is a set of real numbers, while the domain is a set of real numbers except the values 0, pi, minus pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, etc. Those are nothing but the integral multiple of pi. Therefore, domain is r minus all integral multiples of pi. If we observe the graph of cotangent function carefully, then we will find that the portion of the graph of cotangent function in the interval 0 to pi get repeated in the intervals pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi, etc. to the right of y-axis. Also, in the intervals to the left of y-axis, that is in intervals minus pi to 0, minus 2 pi to minus pi, minus 3 pi to minus 2 pi, etc. Therefore, the cotangent function is periodic and its period is pi. The next property is about continuity. Here, the cotangent function is also a discontinuous function because the graph of the cotangent function is not continuous in domain r along x-axis, as shown by yellow lines. This graph is discontinuous at the points 0, pi, minus pi, 2 pi, minus 2 pi, 3 pi, minus 3 pi, which are nothing but the multiples of pi, that is all integral multiples of pi. Next property says that this function is not a bounded function because the graph of cotangent function tends to positive infinity or also it tends to negative infinity. It means it is not bounded. Therefore, the function is not a bounded function. Similar to other functions, cotangent function is also a many-one function because for many values of x there is unique y. Now let us see whether the function is increasing or decreasing. This cotangent function is decreasing in all the intervals shown by purple lines. That is, it is increasing in the intervals minus 2 pi to minus pi, open interval minus pi to 0, open interval 0 to pi, open interval pi to 2 pi, open interval 2 pi to 3 pi, etc. Obviously, as this cotangent function is only decreasing in those intervals, therefore it is 1 1 and on 2 in all those particular intervals. Now the last property is about principal branch. Here all the open intervals 0 to pi, pi to 2 pi, 2 pi to 3 pi, or minus pi to 0, minus 2 pi to minus pi, minus 3 pi to minus 2 pi, etc. The interval 0, open interval 0 to pi is called as the principal branch for this function, and the angle belonging to this branch is called as the principal value of that function. Now let us revise the domain and range of these trigonometric functions. The domain of sine function is set of real numbers and the range is closed interval minus 1 to 1. The domain of cosine function is set of real numbers and the range is close interval -1 to 1. The range for tangent function is a set of all real numbers except the all multiples of all integral multiples of pi by 2, and the range is set of all real numbers. The domain of cotangent function is all real values except the integral multiples of pi, while the range is set of all real numbers. The domain of second function is all real values or real numbers except the odd multiples of pi by 2, all integral multiples of pi by 2, and the range is set of all real values except the open interval -1 to 1. And the domain for cosecant function is all real values except the integral multiple of pi, and the range is r minus open interval -1 to 1. As we know that all the trigonometric functions are periodic functions, here the period for sine function is 2 pi and for cosine function is also 2 pi, but the periods for tangent and cotangent functions are pi, while the periods of second and cosecant functions is 2 pi. Now it's time to recap the lectures. In these lectures we have learned all trigonometric functions, their graphs and properties, also some important notes. After watching this lecture, make your notes, and if you have any doubt anywhere, then see that part once again from this lecture and clear your doubts.